There was a time I kept asking myself one question: what is my place in this world? And I expected an answer, a direction, a purpose, a sentence that would finally make everything clear. But then something strange happened. I stopped thinking of the world as something outside me. And for the first time, I asked, what if the world is not out there? What if it is also me? Not in a poetic way, not as a belief, but as a fact I could not escape. Because everything I call the world, violence, fear, greed, hatred, division, I also carry it, not always in action, but in thought, in reaction, in silence. And that disturbed me more than anything else, because I used to believe I was separate. I am different from all this. I am not like them. I would never do what they do. But slowly I began to see that separation was an illusion I was comforting myself with. I looked around and saw corruption, conflict, war, cruelty, and I asked, what should I do about this world? But the question itself began to feel wrong, because it still placed me outside of it. And if I was clean and the world was something dirty, I had to fix. But what if I am not outside it? What if I am part of it? Not physically, but psychologically. And then another realization came. Maybe I don't actually have a relationship to the world. Because anything I observe as separate, I immediately react to. I judge it, I fear it, I try to change it. But I never truly understand it. And then I saw something even deeper. The world I call corrupt is made of human consciousness. And I am that consciousness too, not separate from it, not above it, not outside it. And in that moment, something inside me broke, not in pain, but in clarity. Because I realized, if I am always defining myself against the world, then I will always live in conflict, always reacting, always defending, always becoming something, never just seeing. And then I understood something I never expected. Being alone is not the same as being isolated. Isolation is fear. Isolation is withdrawal. Isolation is when I shut down and say, I don't care anymore. But aloneness is something completely different. Aloneness is when I am no longer shaped by noise, no longer copying, no longer performing, no longer becoming what others expect. Just seeing clearly, quietly, without distortion. And in that aloneness, there is no enemy, no me versus them, no pure me and corrupt world, only life as it is. I also realized something uncomfortable. Every identity I hold on to is a form of separation. My country, my beliefs, my success, my family, my story. Each one quietly builds a wall, and behind those walls I feel safe, but also divided and lonely. Because the truth is, I wasn't lonely because I had no people. I was lonely because I had become a version of myself that no one could truly meet, not even me. And then I asked a different question. What if intelligence is not knowledge, but pure attention? Not judgment, not comparison, not conclusion. Just seeing things as they are without escaping them. without naming them too quickly. And in that attention, something very simple appears: clarity. And from that clarity, action is no longer confusion. It is natural, immediate, alive. Because love, I realized, is not an idea. It is not forgiveness, not emotion, not attachment. Love is intelligence in motion. It is sensitivity so complete that it does not harm, even when it acts. And maybe that is what I was searching for all along. Not a place in the world, but a way of seeing the world without division, without fear, without separation. So now, when I ask, what is my place in this world? I don't look outward anymore. I look inward. And the answer is no longer a sentence, it is silence. And in that silence, there is no me and world. Only this, only now, only life. So thank you, friends. Thank you for listening.